Whoa, here we go. Oh, wow, that's so big, it's off the camera. But the World Shaper Precon. Sacrifice lands, grow back stronger. Includes 1 collector booster sample pack. Okay, wonder what could be in that. And legendary traditional foils. I've been waiting on this for so long. I'm so excited to actually finally have this in my hands. I already made a video of me getting the DLC pack of the Secret Lair and not having the deck in hand, so I'm really excited to open this. All right, let's try to make this as ASMR as possible. I'm gonna give this a quick rip. Making earth-shaking plays. I like it. Let's go. Okay. This ought to show you I am not prepared for how this box is constructed. That looks like our sample pack. Ooh, wow. Okay. What do we got here? An empty box up there. This is our deck box. With our Jund symbols. Our secondary commander, Zarel. Jund symbols. Oh, okay, there's Hearthall in the back. Nice, very nice. Okay, making this into a box while just looking through the camera screen. A little more difficult than I thought it'd be. But cool. And then what do we have here? Little pamphlet for the commander deck. Oh, that's right. It's like a poster, sort of. Well, this side isn't. This is, see, this is kind of what I love about a Precon. This tells you how to play Commander. Tells you what the deck is, a little bit about what that does. If you want to pause and read some of this, you can. On the other side, it just talks about the colors. I mean, how interesting is that? So it's obvious that this was made for new players, like a Precon. It's made for lesser experienced players. Just a super cool poster. I'm so sorry it doesn't fit on the whole screen if I turn it sideways. Really cool, actually. Really cool art. It's like extended Hearthall, showing them like almost taking over a world, but kind of goes over the commanders there. Really cool. You can always pause that if you want to read that. Cool little poster thing to hang up, I guess, if you wanted to. But yeah, what I love about a Precon is that I've spent so much time over the last few months building my own decks, researching my own cards and things of that nature, that I actually forgot how nice it is to just go buy one thing and get an entire weighty deck of cards. You know, when you order online, you know, putting your own decks together and stuff is fun. When you order online, it's just like you have to wait so long for everything to come in. And it could be in 1,200 different packages, you just don't know. So to get this, everything's just in one, is actually so nice, and I kind of miss it. Maybe I'm only ever buying Precons ever again, but some counters, cool. Set that in the screen so we can see it. Before we open the deck, actually, let's begin with this Collector Booster sample pack. I do not know what could be in here. Seems like it's only 2 cards. It's probably like a land and then a full art of some card that's in the Precon. Let's see. Nope, not even that. Okay. There's more where that came from. Oh, it's trying to sell you collector boosters, I see. 0 Point Ballad and Seam Rip, okay. 0 Point Ballad, Seam Rip. Not what you want to see. But yeah, it's a little sampler, so probably just what they figured. Whoa, what the heck? Secret Lair. Oh, is this a... Okay, they got a little Secret Lair plug and a collector booster plug. Okay. So free advertisement becomes standard in every box. That's awesome. Love to see it. How am I even going to open this, actually? Let's, if the video cuts away, then you'll know that I struggled mightily to do this. Just having no regard for the plastic, completely destroying this, but guess what? It's what we're here to do. Wow. Okay, 100 cards. It feels weird to hold 100 cards. Why am I white knuckling 100 cards right now? I don't know. But Hearthhole, the World Seed. Here's your commander. Jund and 1 legendary artifact. All about sacking lands, this deck. All about sacking lands. Let's see. Yep, okay. Figured Zarel would be next. Secondary commander, 2 and Jund. Flying, play lands from your graveyard. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a number of 1/1 counters equal to Zarel's power on another creature you control. Super sick. I love the full art on that. I really like this species, this insect species, whatever they've done now. I don't actually know the species name or anything like that. So let's see if we can figure out, is there any rhyme or reason to this? I'm sure the lands are probably in the back. Is this all lands? No, it isn't. Okay. So I have no idea the method to the madness here. Let's start with the tokens, just to get them out of the way. Got some beast tokens, a lot of beast tokens. Insects, flying insects, copies, very nice. Oh, and even a little card to tell you how to play. On your turn, beginning phase, first main phase. That's really nice. Standard, booster draft, commander. They're missing a few there, but they you know, you get the gist. Man, it actually is so cool to open a Precon and feel like, I mean, I have a deck now. You know what I mean? Like, you just go buy this, you bring it home, and you have a new deck. You don't need anything else. You can get other stuff. I've got plenty of other stuff, but I didn't need to. You know, you just buy this, and you suddenly have a brand new deck. Put it on your shelf, play it. It's so awesome. I actually love it. So let's just look through all the cards. I'll just kind of lay them out almost just like I'm pulling them. This isn't really going to be a deep dive into the Precon. Planetary Annihilation. This is interesting. A lot of people think this is mass land denial. So each player goes down to 6 lands. It's also a bit of a board wipe of a sort. So some people actually think this makes the Precon like a bracket 4. I don't necessarily know that I'm on that side, but just going to look at all the new cards. I'm going to do a separate video where I talk about the deck more in depth and things that I would take out, things I would add. So we'll do that in another video, but for now, just going to look at the cards and enjoy them. I wish there was technology that you could capture this smell. The smell of just new cards, 100 new cards. It's just addicting. Blasphemous Act. Blasphemous Act. Great card. This guy's interesting. I think he gives you more combats, right? Whenever a land enters, if it's a main phase, there's an additional combat phase. So that's crazy. If you can play multiple lands, you can get multiple new combat phases. This is a really well-constructed deck, also just from what I've seen. Obviously, I'm just now getting it, so I'm certainly no expert on the matter. But it seems like it's put together pretty well. The themes of landfall, land destruction, playing multiple lands, lands from graveyards. It all seems like it was thought out very well. And the inclusion, so the base Precon has 42 lands, which is kind of unheard of when you're talking about Precons. Ooh, Eldrazi. So a lot of people actually think that's what makes this Precon, and even the new artifacts one, the Jeskai Artifacts has 40. So a lot of people are thinking Wizards of the Coast is kind of turning a corner and getting better at Precon, so hopefully that's true for this one, seeing as I've got it and I would like for it to be good. The Gitrog monster. So there's an interesting thing as well where there's a combo, or the Gitrog monster and a certain land in the deck can kind of combo And actually, I think it ends up making the game end in a draw or something like that. So some people warn you about the Gitrog monster in a certain interaction. So I might have to pull that, but we'll talk about it in the other video. Corvold! Great reprint. Probably the best reprint for this deck, I'm thinking. But Corvold, Jund, 2 and Jund, cares a lot about sacrificing permanents, so just awesome, perfect in the deck. Such an incredible card as well. Insect Shaman. There's just so much cool stuff in here. Like, this is one of the best, or coolest, landfall cards. You've got a lot of the best sack cards. Paws. Soul of Windgrace. You know, Windgrace has been... Windgrace's Judgment, there you go. Windgrace has been a staple in Jund for a long time, so to bring him back a bit into the Precon is nice. Sorry, my camera is rotating like you would not believe, and it drives me insane. Swamp Mountains, Cinder Glade. Again, we are in Jund, so that's black, green, and red. So lots of these are tapped lands, they're mixed lands, dual lands. There's probably some cycle in here. Okay, and there's Farseek. Notably on Farseek, search for plains, island, swamp, or mountain. You can't search for a forest with Farseek. Don't know why, but you can't. Maybe you started at the forest, so in order to be seeking far, you have to pick something that's not a forest. Binding of the Old Gods, I think this is a different printing, maybe? Could be wrong about that. But Binding of the Old Gods, really good card. Arcane Signet, this is one that I would pull from this deck, actually. I'm not a huge fan of Mana Rocks, especially not when the deck is all about playing lands. Like, why do I need rocks? Okay, well, as soon as I say that, Soul Ring belongs in every Commander deck, no matter what. And Command Tower, okay? 2 of the Commander staples there. Back to back. Certainly in casual Commander, it'd be a little silly to not have both of those cards. Maybe actually Command Tower, you don't need if you're running, you know, a monocolor Commander. That would be the perfect reason to not run Command Tower. But Night's Whisper, a couple cool spells in there, kind of kill spelly things. Beast Within, really nice. I think that's like the OG art, or at least a very early art. Cultivate. Groundskeeper. So green, I probably don't have to tell you all this, but I don't know what else to say, but green is so good about getting lands and ramping into more lands, and so I'm guessing the deck is predominantly green. I don't actually know that. That might be interesting to look at in the next video. Like, what is the actual breakdown of what's green, what's red, what's black? Oh, there's a little Rakdos. Fun guy, Jury. Mayhem Devil, that's another sacrifice. Rakdos staple. The Rakdos Charm, there it is. Urg, Spawn of Turg, Frog Beast. Don't know if this is actually good, but I like him. Let you sack a land to gain 2 life, so kind of like a Zurin Orb on this creature. Bajukabao, Bajukabao. Okay. These lands are interesting. I think they're from New Capenna, Streets of New Capenna, where as soon as the land enters, you just sacrifice it and do something. Okay, I think Dakmor Salvage, I think this card with Dredge 2 is the one that can end you in a draw with an infinite combo of the Gitrog monster, so yeah, that's a candidate for getting pulled out. But again, we'll talk about that later. Just kind of looking at all the cards here. Getting a good look at everything. This is another Streets of New Capenna. When it enters, you sack it. Wastes. So that's interesting. I think they include this for the Eldrazi cards. If you pull the Eldrazi out, you don't want to run the Eldrazi. You can pull out the Waste. So here's our swamps. Okay, a couple different printings of swamps. Not full arts. but that's not really surprising. A couple different printings of mountains. Oh, okay, only 3 mountains, so that might tell us actually the breakdown. That might be pretty telling of the breakdown. And there's 1. And there's 8 forests. There's a look at the 2 different printings. So yeah, I think the deck is predominantly green, but cool, there we go. I already have sleeves ready. I've already got some full art, like cards that are already in the deck, but I happen to pull full art versions of them. So I can just go ahead and insert those. I can be sleeving this bad boy up today, making a few changes here and there, adding a Lotus Cobra. We'll talk about it later. But this was the unboxing of the Precon. I'm so excited for this Precon. It looks like a lot of fun. I love decks like this that do kind of out of the box, different weird things. So this is right up my alley. Hope you all enjoyed this. I appreciate you watching. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.